MooMooMath. Today we're going to talk about least common multiple, or LCM, it's often called. Okay, here's my example and fast motion. I'm going to do my factor trees, 4 times 5, and get down to prime factorizations, and then make my list. 5, cross it out, 3, cross 1 out, 2, cross 1 out, and 2, cross the other one out. So I multiply this all back together. This is 15 times 2 times 2 is 4, so my answer is 60. Okay, now let's go over the rules for finding the least common multiple. Okay, rule number 1. The first thing we're going to do is do our prime factorization. That just means to make a factor tree and break it down to the smallest factors. The second step is to write a list of all those factors. And then we're going to take that list, take all the factors and create a list, crossing out 1 from each of the 2 numbers we're finding the least common multiple for. And then we're going to multiply those factors together to get our answer. So the most confusing part is this middle step. So let's go back and break it down again. Okay, so we have 15 and we have 20. And we want to find the smallest number that both 15 and 20 divide into. So it's actually going to be a number greater than 15 and 20. So step 1, I write my prime factorization. So 15 is fairly simple. It's just 5 times 3. 20 breaks down to 4 times 5, and then 4 is 2 times 2. So our prime factorization is 2 times 2 times 5. Okay. Now this is the second step that's a little bit confusing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a list that has all of these factors represented in it. So I notice that 5 is in both lists. So I'm going to go ahead and write my 5, and I can cross out a 5 on this list, and I can cross out 1 5 on that list. Now I have a 3 over here. I have to account for that 3, so I'm going to multiply by 3. But there's not a 3 to cross out on that list, and that's fine. Then my next factor I have to have represented is a 2. And then I have another 2 I have to represent. Now, just because these 2's weren't in this list, that's okay. I still have to have them in my final answer. Now let's multiply together. 3 times 5 is 15. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 15 is 60. So that's my least common multiple, is 60. Thanks for watching.